Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca and today we're going to talk about Warrior Pose 1. In this video I'm going to talk about just a couple of the qualities of the pose that it activates in the body, some of the energy centers that are activated and balanced, some of the structural benefits of the pose, and then we're going to go to the yoga studio and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Okay, so I've got my asana card from the Yoga Teacher's Toolbox, and you can see here we have Warrior Pose 1 or Virabhadrasana 1 in Sanskrit. Some schools of yoga actually call it Hero 1, but I think that the more popular version of it is Warrior Pose 1. Okay, so this pose symbolizes the brave and virtuous aspects of the warrior. The open heart stance of this encourages us to open up to life and experience everything that life offers us. When we activate certain areas of the body, we can also activate the energy flows in the body. So this is a very strong pose and it's a very long stance, and the very nature of it activates the energy centers along the spine. When you hold a gaze of the pose, it activates and balances the third eye chakra, which is that center point of focus, the intuition, and balance. When we're in the standing pose, it activates the downward flow of energy and grounds us into the earth energy. By lifting up through the spine and opening the chest wide facing forward, now we're opening up to the vital life force, the prana vayu, that upward flow of energy that starts just above the navel and nourishes the heart, the throat, and the third eye. So it balances the downward flow, it balances the upward flow, and it activates that outward movement flow through the limbs, because the limbs are spread wide apart in different directions. And it also activates samana vayu, that energy flow around the center of the body, responsible for digestion. All right, so let's go to the studio and I'll show you how to do it. All right, Warrior Pose 1. It's simple, but it's not. All right, often in a vinyasa class, you'll be stepping into Warrior Pose 1 from downward facing dog. So when that happens, you'll be in down dog and you'll step forward into Warrior 1. We'll step forward where? I usually instruct students to bring it closer to the left hand. So if it's the left foot that's stepping forward, go closer to the left hand, okay? Again, you want the instep sort of in line with the outer edge of your mat. Now the right heel is gonna come down. You'll make sure the knee is right over the heel, engage this whole thigh, right? Top and bottom, so it's isometric. And then lifting from here, if you don't have that much flexibility in the right hip flexor, you're going to feel the tilt forward, or feel an arch in the back. Remedy for that is to widen the legs this way. Okay, so the hips can open up just a little bit. You can also adjust the rear foot. The rear leg is strong, pressing down on the outer edge of that foot for grip. Right? Remember, the foundation of the pose is in the feet. Okay? Try to keep the hips pointed forward as much as possible. Okay? Chest is pointing forward. You can actually put your hands on your ribs and see where your hands are pointing and see if they're kind of in line with your yoga mat. Okay? From here, for beginners, you can start with arms out and goalpost arms, or you can just reach the arms up overhead. Okay, remember to keep everything drawn in here, nice and strong. Right, and gaze is forward. As your pose becomes a little bit more advanced, you'll be a little bit deeper into the pose, but that's when you get the flexibility here. This becomes more engaged. Arms lift up, palms press together, and you can gaze up over the thumbs. All right, that's about it.